Hello friends, welcome to your 25-minute beginner upper body strength workout. My name is Liney and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 2 of week 1 of my Body Blueprint program, which is a guided program I've designed to help you build or strengthen your movement foundation to set you up for confident movement now and for the rest of your life. So that being said, today we are going to work through basic upper body and core movement patterns. We have a warm-up included and a cooldown included, so this is your one-stop shop. And the main workout consists of 5 supersets, which we'll be going through twice each time, and working intervals are 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Now, all you need today is a flat surface to work on and a clear view of your screen, as well as some weights. My weights are up there for you to reference. I'm sticking light for you. If you are a beginner, you can do something similar to me, but if you are more intermediate and advanced and you still want to do this workout, you totally can. Just choose heavier weights to help challenge yourself today. As per usual, you can always increase the intensity of a workout with your weights selection. So push yourself if you would like to. Otherwise, stick to light weights, and we're going to move through some fun basic movement patterns that will set the foundation for the rest of the program. So if you're ready, let's get moving. All right, friends, we're gonna start with the upper body, just mobilizing all the joints. So let's start with our neck. Drop your ear to your shoulder, your chin rolls to your chest, and then you roll it all the way around, staying in this direction, actively dropping your shoulders away from the ears. And now roll the other way, really exaggerating this movement here. Feel all sides of your neck stretch out. Next up, let's move into the wrists. So clasp your thumbs in between your hands or your fingers, and we're just rolling big, beautiful circles in one direction. Really focus on keeping your elbows stationary and just moving that wrist joint. Other way, same thing. If you hear clicks and pops, that is totally normal. If you could hear how my wrists sound right now, it sounds like a bowl of Rice Krispies. But as long as the popping doesn't hurt, you're all good. Okay, let's take your fingertips and place them on your shoulders and draw big, beautiful circles backwards with your elbows. Really focus on trying to expand your chest and touch your elbows behind your back. And let's go forward. Really try and touch those elbows in front of your body now. Okay, time for some hug and love. We're swinging those arms back and forward, crossing them over each other. And you can maybe step side to side if you want to start moving the rest of your body. Really just focusing here on feeling the stretch on the mid-upper back and across your chest. And let's go to the back of our mats. Fingertips placed onto the ground. We walk forward into a stable plank. Hips come nice and straight. Then you walk it back, just like that. And there we have it. That is your warm-up complete. Nice and simple. As I said, this is a progressive program, so things will get harder as we move along. For now, let's go on to the first superset. We're gonna do some back and biceps to start. Grab yourself maybe a light or medium weight. We're gonna start with a basic bicep curl. So I want you to really glue your elbows to your waist, palms facing out, arms completely straight. From here, big exhale, curl up towards the shoulder, squeeze, and then slowly control it down. Making sure we extend all the way at the bottom. Really cinching that core into the center line as well. Keep her active. Okay, because we're supersetting, we have a second movement to do before we go from the top. Feet shoulder width apart, send your hips back until your torso comes to about parallel to the ground. Neutral neck. From here, keeping the dumbbells nice and close, we pull into the back pocket, squeezing the shoulder blades, and then lengthening down, continuing to keep contact with the front of the legs. So I really like to think about touching my elbows behind my back, pulling those elbows nice and high, continuing to lengthen through the sides of the neck. So drop those shoulders down and away. Big exhale as you pull, squeeze and hold, and then lower down. Great. And there we have it. That was the first round of the first superset. We're gonna go back to the top. We have a little bit of a longer rest here, so if you wanna drop your dumbbells, you can do so. Now, this is where, if you would like, if you found that very easy, and you have options for heavier weights, this is where you can challenge yourself by maybe going up slightly in your weights. That's called progressive overload. Fantastic way to build strength and muscle. But if you just have one pair of weights, that's totally fine. Just continue focusing on your form. So let's do it. Curl it up, squeeze, lower, and lengthen. Great. Now, we spoke about this yesterday in the lower body class, but one thing that's important is to sync your breath with your movement. So when things are hard, we exhale, so exhale up, and then fill your belly, inhale down. There you go. Biceps, bicep curls, done. We are moving on now to the second exercise here. We're gonna do those bent over rows. Remember to really initiate the forward lean with the hips. So the hips go back nice and far. Roll the shoulders down and away. Keep those lats active. Let's do it. We squeeze up high and lower back down. Make sure we're not rowing up to the chest, all right? Dumbbells come to your hips. Exhale up, great. Inhale down. And that is the end of superset 1. Now we have a bit of a longer rest here, so really shake out those muscles. We want to make sure the blood flows to the worked muscles now. Really recover properly before we move on to the next movement. We're moving into some core. We are not going to use any weight here. We're going to have our fingertips by our ears, or you can clasp your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Proud chest, and I really want you to anchor your ribs towards the top of your hips. So really get the connection in the front here. From here, keeping nice and stable, one knee comes up and down, and other side. So the key here is to keep the braced core, almost like someone is coming to punch you in the stomach. You instinctively go, ha, right? To protect those vital organs. That is what we want when we brace the core. We keep it slow. Great way to fire up the core. And just like that, go ahead and relax. Let's step our feet out wider now. We're gonna still have those fingertips by the ears. What's gonna happen now is you're gonna shift your weight over to one side, bring your knee towards opposite elbow, step it down with control, and then other side. So I really want you to challenge yourself. How slow can you set that foot down as you transition to the other side? It's not about quantity here, it's about the quality and control of your reps. and take a breather. All right, so we're getting the full core involved here, rectus abdominis, we're getting transverse abdominals, some obliques as well, really working on your total ab section. Okay, so we're gonna do that one more time. Again, slow, controlled reps. Really focus on how purposeful you can be with those movements. All right, let's set up for the prisoner marches. Elbows nice and wide, anchor those ribs down. Let's march up the knees. We exhale up, inhale down. So what's super exciting about these progressive programs is we start very basic in the first week, and as the weeks go on, things are going to get harder. They're going to stay familiar, but get a bit harder. So it's always fun to see what I come up with for you in the future weeks to just slightly intensify the movements, make them a bit more challenging. So something to look forward to. Let's step it out. Fingertips wide once again. Roll the shoulders down. Let's do it with control. I really want you to focus on getting connection between the elbow and the knee. Come on. And there we have it. Great work, friends. Core is activated nicely. We're gonna now move on to the third superset, which is going to be more upper body. We're gonna work shoulders and triceps next. So I'm gonna grab my lighter weights. The shoulders tend to be very sizzly for me. We're gonna start with a basic shoulder press, stock standard movement, great for shoulder building. All right, so we're gonna have arms nice and wide at 90 degrees. Make sure we're not flaring outwards, all right? So slightly tuck those elbows in to protect the shoulder joint. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. From here on the exhale, we press up and we lower back down with control. Really grip onto those dumbbells to keep your wrists strong as well. Great. This is a great opportunity to also work on engaging your core. So remember my top tip, we're connecting the top of the ribs down towards the hip bones, in theory. And we're being purposeful. There we have her. All right, I'm swapping out to one of my heavier dumbbells. If you want to do the same, you can. We're gonna hold the dumbbell like so, gripping it in each palm. Press that dumbbell overhead. Magnetize your elbows together. From here, we lower, stretching out the back of the arms, and then big extension, we straighten. Now the purpose here is to keep those elbows locked in to the center line and really focus on feeling the stretch and then fully straightening. That is the purpose of the tricep, is to straighten the arm. Good, keep it controlled. And there she is. Okay, are you ready to go from the top one more time? We're gonna go back to those shoulder presses. I'm gonna go up in my weight slightly. Why not progressively overload? The 2 kgs or 4.5 pounds felt very easy. So we're gonna do the shoulder presses. One more note that I want you to be mindful of is to not let those elbows sag down. All right, so when we come back down, you come back to shoulder height and no lower. You press up, back to shoulder height. Press up. Good, almost like there are 2 balloons there, and as soon as you hit those balloons, boop, they pop you right back up. Good. And there we have her. Okay, we are gonna do the tricep extensions one more time. Are you ready? Bend it over. Get those elbows nice and glued together. Lengthen, extend. Now I have some fantastic news for you. This is our final standing set. After this, we're dropping to the ground for some abs, and we'll finish off the final superset with some more upper body. There she is. Whew. Feel my shoulders, even with these light weights, I have to say. Okay, friends, we are gonna drop to the ground now, do some great core movements. Actually, in my opinion, one of these is my favorite core movement, and I think it's highly underrated. We are dropping to the ground on our backs. We have our arms extended up overhead, knees at 90 degrees, flexing your feet. What I want you to do is imprint your spine onto the mat. So I want contact all the way down your spinal column. From here, opposite arm and opposite leg extends out. Big exhale, you bring it back to center with control. And then you go to the other side, okay? Now the purpose here is not speed. The slower you do this, the better. But I want that spine flat on the mat the entire time. The lower you can extend your limbs down towards the ground, the harder this will be. And bring your feet down. Feet flat on the mat, knees pointed up to the ceiling with a slight V in between your legs, enough distance for you to be able to reach your arms through. From here, we're stacking our hands on top of each other. On the exhale, we're gonna reach, lift the shoulder blades up, crunch, and then relax down. Exhale, inhale, down. Now we're not rushing it. In fact, we are spending a second or two in the crunch before we let it down. And take your breather. Are you ready to go? One more time, we're doing the dead bugs again. These will feel a little bit challenging, and there's gonna be many fun ways that we progress these over the next weeks. But for now, we're gonna stay with the basic dead bug. Flex those feet. Waiting for my timer. Here she comes. Let's go. Inhale, fill the belly, extending the limbs down. Exhale. Bring it back to center. And take a breather. Okay, friends, final time. We're doing those crunches. I really want you to challenge yourself. How far can you lift those shoulder blades off the mat as we reach through, all right? I don't want you to just be here. Big exhale, get them nice and high. Ready? Let's do this. Exhale, inhale, lower. Come on, try and poke your toes with your fingertips. That's how high we are getting those shoulder blades off the ground. We're reaching. Inhale down. And there is your timer. Okay, friends, Great job. We've already made it to the final superset of the day. We're gonna do some chest, important, and also some lats, which is basically this outer portion of your back. If you're looking for that hourglass shape, the lats is where it's at. So onto your back. First movement is going to be a chest press on the floor. So gripping your dumbbells, palms facing your feet. Similar to with the shoulder press, we don't want those elbows to come out directly from the shoulder joint. You wanna make sure they tuck in slightly. So we start at the top. We inhale, lower, feel the stretch across the chest. Exhale, squeeze up, trying to crack a nut in between your chest muscles. I want you to visualize it. Get those elbows nice and straight at the top. This is very important to work on if you're trying to improve your push-ups. You can always start with some chest presses first as you build your strength. Okay, next up we're doing lat pullovers. So you can either have one weight holding it similarly to how we held it for the tricep extension, or if you want to challenge yourself, 2 weights, glue them together. From here, slight bend in those elbows. We reach over, lengthen until the dumbbells touch the ground. Feel the stretch across the sides of your back, and then exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to center. With control. And take a break. Okay, are you ready to do that chest and back superset one more time from the top? We're gonna start with the first exercise, the chest press. So again, we're gonna start at the top. On the inhale, we drop those elbows out about 30 degrees, and then big exhale, squeeze. Try your best to control the weights as you come up. We don't want them to knock into each other. That shows that we're not controlling it. So squeeze and bring them back to center with control. There we have her. Okay, final movement here before we cool down. Let us do the pullovers. So you can glue together both dumbbells if you have 2, or if you're just holding one, that is totally okay. But make sure we have a bend in those elbows. We lengthen, reach, try and touch the dumbbells to the ground. Exhale, bring it back to center. We want to use the full range of motion here. And there is your final timer. Good job, guys. Drop your weights. I hope you feel accomplished. You know, we did some basic movements today, but they're so important to master them with light weights, basic movement patterns first before we spice things up with heavier weights or combos or unilaterals. That stuff comes later. So fantastic job. Let's cool down. Don't go anywhere. Just as important to give love to your body. So extend one leg, other leg 90 degrees. We bring it and twist over the body for a lying spinal twist. And swivel yourself back to center. Same thing now on the other side. Okay, unwind yourself, rock yourself up, leg extended, cross the foot over. We twist towards the bent leg, lengthening up and twisting over. Really press your elbow into that thigh to help twist yourself over a little bit more. Go ahead and switch it out. Lengthen up and then twist over. Feels so good on that spine and that core. Okay, bend your legs out in front of you and walk your hands back. Roll your shoulders back and down, opening that chest. You should feel this across your chest, into your shoulder, and down your biceps. Great job. And final few movements here. Come to a comfortable seated position, however that looks for you. We cross over, drop the shoulder down and away. And let's even it out. Other side. Final couple seconds together, friends. Give me a smile. How are you feeling? Should be feeling nice and accomplished. I think that's the right word. Accomplished. And with that, go ahead and give yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on the back. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite movement was or what you're looking forward to in the upcoming weeks. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here, and well done for prioritizing your health and your fitness. I know that sometimes showing up is the hardest part, but you're doing it and I couldn't be prouder. So well done. I hope you have a lovely day because you do deserve it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.